Welcome back to Storytime with GamGam, and we are going to read another story from Winnie the Pooh's Bedtime Stories today, and this one is a story about Piglet, and Piglet's going to tell us the story, A Night to Remember. In a land of long ago, with castles high and villains low, where happy endings always seemed the rule, there dwelt a piglet so polite, that though he longed to be a knight, he feared to say so and appear a fool. In his house the doors were tiny, and the floors were waxed and shiny. Piglet never ventured far from home, yet while he soaped and scrubbed and cleaned, Piglet dreamed his nightly dream, a brave and dashing piglet on the roam. Bright and early one spring morning, castle bells told out a warning, a dragon strolling through the countryside. All the people in the town quickly pulled their shutters down, and Piglet jumped beneath his bed to hide. Then he heard his doorbell ring. It was a message from the king. Alas, sweetest Princess Kanga has been snatched. Before our Piglet found the wit to ask what he'd to do with it, off to the king he found himself dispatched. The king, who looked a lot like Pooh, told Piglet what to do, and Piglet, too polite to disagree, soon left the castle, scared and shaking. Dragon's breath could easily bake him. But knowing that the rescue had to be, Piglet found the dragon's cave. He really was so very brave. He crept inside as silent as a mouse. Then he overheard the dragon doing some outrageous bragging, showing Kanga grandly round his house. In the kitchen they stopped to rest and discussed which would be best, whether honey, jam, or syrup for a topping. Our dear Piglet grew quite bold. The dragon he began to scold. This talk of Kanga for breakfast will be stopped. Dragon gave a cry. Eat her? No, I'd rather die. I'd never harm her highness. She's too nice. Since my pancakes always char, and she's the greatest cook by far, I asked her home to give me some advice. Later all were quite delighted when a giant stove was lighted, and pancakes were prepared for all around. Pooh the king was very funny. He topped his with a heap of honey, without a single pancake to be found. The princess had been very flattered. Piglet had thought she really mattered. He hadn't known the dragon was quite sweet, so Tanga took him into service. Guarding her, he's but never nervous. A princess for a friend is really neat. So Piglet's now a knight in armor. Kanga thinks he's quite a charmer, and that his bright steel suit is very snappy. The dragon cooks for Pooh the king. That bear will eat most anything, and so's our ending very, very happy. That was wonderful, Piglet, exclaimed Pooh. Did it make you feel sleepy? Piglet asked. No, said Pooh. It made me feel hungry. What are you going to do now? Pooh asked Piglet. Ask the advice of someone who knows so very much. He's forgotten almost all of it, decided Pooh. You're going to tell me a story? Hooted Owl with delight. Why, that's wonderful, Pooh. Go right ahead. I love stories. No, Owl, you don't understand, said Pooh. I need you to tell me a story. Even better, exclaimed Owl. Just sit down and stop interrupting. So that's it for today. We'll read Owl's story next time. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.